Hey y'all, this is the second video of the night. Again, it is May 5th, 2026. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps out my new channel. It helps get things going. I've got a long ways to go before I see any kind of build up here, but would like to at least, get a start. You gotta start somewhere. So, just did the first video over Trump's foreign corrupt business deals. Foreign was the whole emphasis there. I said I was gonna do 3 videos going over all the corruption, and just side note, it's going to take like literally decades after he's gone to be able to uncover every single last little nook and cranny of corruption. It's that 24/7, 365 all the time. Like he's got his buddies in on it. I mean, you watch massive trade volume happen, and then like 8 minutes later, some crazy market moving announcement: the war in Iran is over. And then you just incredible cashing out of money, and then the war's back on. I'm gonna bomb them to oblivion. I'm gonna kill an entire civilization. And again, massive trade volume before it. So it's just the corruption is unbelievable. It happens nonstop. He's pretty open about it. I mentioned in the first video how he fired all the watchdogs, how he just tore down his own policies. Nobody scratched my back in the first term when I decided to separate my family business deals from the office. So I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let it fly. So, lots of corruption that's going to take infinite amounts of time to be able to dig up. So, I said I was going to do 3 videos. I think I'm just going to end up doing 2. I made the first one a little bit longer than I would have wanted, but it kind of flowed better, I feel like, that way. So, without any further ado, let's get to the second one on the stats of this. So, let's talk about crypto. Quick side note. I think it was like 2023 whenever he was being interviewed about crypto, and he's like, I don't like it. I don't even know what it is. I like gold. I like the dollar. And then he finds out quickly, oh shit, I can make crazy swaths of money off of this. And it's not really that easily traceable, if at all. It's it's not regulated. This is an easy way for foreign government actors to be able to load my pockets and not really have it traced. Oh, I love crypto, and he made his own crypto company, World Liberty Finance, completely made. And I try to hold back on the cussing. Sometimes I can't help it. This is the actual term though. This is not me cussing. He made 2 shit coins. One of himself, the Trump coin, and then another one, the Melania coin. And he released that like on January 19, 2025, one day before he was inaugurated, and pulled the rug out from under his really low intelligent voting base that bought it up. Like I feel like it opened up at like $25. What's it even worth now? Real quick on the stream. What is the Trump coin worth? Is it like $1? I guess apparently typing in Trump coin doesn't help. $2.25. $Trump. $2.25. Went from like 25 to 225. And the foreign actors didn't buy it because they thought it was going to be some great investment on the coin itself. They bought it so they can get in his top 20. He had a top 20 holders of his crypto, got a private dinner at the White House, and got to meet with the president. He used it so that that's their access to him. Is buying his crypto. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Quid pro quo. He's all about it. So let's get into crypto. Reuters reported on March 31st, 2025, that the Trump family took control of World Liberty Financial in January, holds a 60% stake through the WLF Hold Company, and is entitled to 75% of net revenues from token sales and 60% of operating revenues. So they make their money regardless of how the coin does. What is the word? They're not incentivized to have the coin do great because they just make money off the trades and operating revenue. Like they don't care if it does well in the long term. They don't need it to. They make basically like royalties, if you want to understand it that way, off of the transactions, just it being traded. And so again, like you have whether it be his completely room temperature IQ voting base, that buys it up and then gets rug pulled, and they actually wanted to make money, and so they get, you fell for it again award is in the mail. Or you have these foreign, billionaires, these fraudsters who know it's not a worthy investment, but they're not buying it to have it appreciate. The Trump family's making money off of that. I said this before. I don't ever want to hear about Hunter Biden's paintings ever again. I don't want to hear about it. Don't want to hear like all the stuff that MAGA talked about. Like you guys stand for nothing. You stand for nothing. You have no principles. You have no dignity, no shame. You just anti-democrat. Identity politics. Oh, I'm a Christian, therefore I'm a fraudulent conservative. I love fraud. I love just being the most vile cretin party known to man. I love fascism. I love fascism. Fascism's great. I love calling the half of America, the entire opposition party, the enemy from within that should be handled by the military. I love when he talks like that. I love when he threatens to kill 95 million Iranians and kill an entire civilization. I love, as a Christian, when he posts himself as Jesus H. Christ. I love it. Y'all stand for nothing at all. I don't want to hear about anything else having to do with Biden ever again. Like, y'all can just sit down and just... It's enough. I don't want to hear about it. Reuters calculated that structure made the Trump family entitled to roughly $400 million from the first $550 million World Liberty raised, even though the platform had still not launched a public DeFi product. So even without any kind of product, just $400 million, there you go. Unreal. Reuters reported World Liberty raised nearly $300 million on January 19th and 20th, 2025, right around Trump's inauguration, and that Eric Trump got a seat on the WLF Holdco's board. Reuters later found that the Trump family pulled in more than $800 million from crypto in the first half of 2025 alone, with $463 million from World Liberty token sales and another $336 million from the Trump meme coin. Again, just I don't even feel like I need to have any kind of commentary on this. I just read the facts. It's unreal. Reuters said that more than 90% of the Trump organization's first half 2025 income came from crypto, and that much of the cash came from foreign sources. This is what I just said. You be in the top 20 holders, if you just buy up all the shit coin that you can, and you get in that top 20, you get a private dinner at the White House. You want to come visit with me? Come talk to me? You want to come to the White House seal? Talk with the President of the United States? Just buy some shit coin. Yeah, that's great. Reuters reported Eric Trump used a Dubai crypto conference in May 2025 to pitch a Chinese businessman and his associates to buy at least 20 million of World Liberty Governance tokens. No commentary needed. On May 1st, 2025, Reuters reported that Abu Dhabi-backed MGX chose World Liberty's USD1 stablecoin to close a $2 billion investment in Binance, and the stablecoin issue is proffered by earning interest on the treasury and cash reserves back in the coin. You close this deal in my token, I'll scratch your back. You close this business deal using my crypto. I'm going to make money off of it. As a $2 billion investment deal closed in his coin. It's just like... Reuters reported USD1 hit roughly $2.1 billion in circulation by April 30th, 2025, making it one of the fastest growing stablecoins, with one wallet alone holding $2 billion worth, whose owner Reuters cannot identify. Again, this crypto stuff, not regulated, very anonymous. It's not like 100% entirely anonymous. Like it can sometimes be traced, but it's not through design. It's just through the most insane detective work and draw whatever, I imagine the board with all the pieces of yarn. Like this stuff is not meant to be. It's meant to be anonymous, and that's what our president is dealing with foreign governments and foreign actors. Yeah, great, awesome. He's got your greatest interest in mind, MAGA, right? Isn't that what you all think? He doesn't take a salary. He doesn't take a $400,000 salary. $400,000, but he's made $5 billion off of the White House since he got inaugurated back in January 2025. Unreal. Not even counting his first term corruption. So, Reuters reported in February 2026 that senators asked Treasury to scrutinize a Wall Street Journal report on Abu Dhabi-linked vehicle bought at a 49% stake in World Liberty for $500 million days before Trump's inauguration. Reuters later reported World Liberty spokesman confirmed the 49% stake, so it got proven. Reuters reported on January 14, 2026 that Pakistan signed an MOU with World Liberty affiliate to explore using USD1 and cross-border payments, one of the project's earliest public tie-ups with a sovereign state. Oh, goodness. Justin Sun poured at least $75 million in World Liberty and became an advisor. And Reuters reported the SEC paused its 2023 fraud case against him in February 2025 and citing public interest. He's one of the greatest fraudsters on the planet. But because he traded in the coin, charges got dropped. Which, by the way, Justin Sun now is speaking out against it because he called it he called it what it is, a scam. And he had his charges dropped whenever he was playing ball. But the second now he's calling it a scam, I can't remember if it was Levitt that issued the statement or who. It's literally a White House issued statement of he's a fraud and we're going to go after him. It's like, oh, you don't say. Which, by the way, he's been a fraud. But because he was being fraudulent with you were fine with it. You're not about law and order. You stand for nothing. You guys are the most dirty, corrupt. Don't ever vote Republican ever again. If you have a brain, if you have dignity, don't vote Republican ever again. Like, what is wrong with y'all? I live in Oklahoma, by the way, for those of y'all watching this. It's madness around here. It's an absolute fever dream. And I tell my wife, like, if Democrats don't sweep Oklahoma in 2026, across the board, state and federal and local, like, we got problems, which I worry we do. I look around me and my friends, too, and it's just like, what is happening? Which, by the way, a bunch of it is X. Like, please... If you get, man, I made some videos on X too. I'm just going to be repeating myself for anybody that's watched them by chance. But Elon Musk bought it to make it the most rampant right-wing disinformation cesspool known to man, where crazy great replacement theory rhetoric and completely rampant disinformation will get millions of views and then have a correction that's issued over the statement or whatever. 28,000 views. It's like, no wonder we're so cooked. Like, it's all purposeful, by the way. That's why you bought the outlet. Binance founder Changpeng Zhao, they call him CZ for short, remained a major Binance stakeholder when MGX's $2 billion USD1 Binance deal was announced. And Trump later pardoned Zhao in October 25 after his guilty plea in the exchange's $4.3 billion U.S. anti-money laundering settlement. Billions. And he got I don't want to hear about Somali fraud. Dude, it's so tiring. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care about the fraud going on in Minnesota. Which, first of all, it was prosecuted under Biden. Was it like 64 people went to jail under Biden's DOJ? And by the way, the ringleader was a white woman. And you never hear about that. You just hear about the Somalis, the black Somalis. They're all pirates, according to Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley, God, what an idiot. There's your paragon of virtue and incredible journalism, right wing. Nick Shirley, great job. Excellent. Y'all don't care about fraud. You don't actually care. You just, crimes? Oh, black people? Amazing. So, it truly amazing, right? Am I right? Let's go to the pay-to-play access. Reuters reported that buyers of Trump's Trump coin spent an estimated $148 million to win seats at a May 22, 2025 gala dinner with the president of his private golf club outside Washington. They paid $148 million on average to get some private time with the president. Unbelievable. And that's because he can bring so much more back to you in the form of government policies, which can be billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars of taxpayer money. And he doesn't care. It's not his own money. Put money in his pocket, and he will happily sacrifice everybody else's over here. He doesn't care. He's a malignant narcissist. As far as he cares, the rest of the world can just die off whenever he's gone. He doesn't care. Oh, I got my battery running low here. I didn't plug her in. I'm gonna have to finish this up really quick. You know what? We will have a third video. I'm gonna come back to the pay-to-play access for the third video. We'll end it on this one for tonight. I'll come back to it. And that's honestly just the theme, so it's kind of fitting that there's going to be 87 videos, at least, on this YouTube channel about his fraud. It's rampant. It's unbelievable. And Republicans don't care. They're watching everything burn down in front of them. They don't care. They just want to be in power. They just want to own the libs. They're just anti-democrat. They stand for nothing. They don't care to destroy the country. Don't ever vote Republican ever again. Honestly, don't. Like, unless it gets, I don't know, 30 years from now and it's a completely different party. Do not reward these cretins with your vote. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Appreciate y'all tuning in to me crashing out and spitting all over the camera over here. Yeah, just don't vote Republican. Odd one out.